Sci-Fi Nerdz here.
He's muted.
Yep, he's muted.
You're on mute, Donald. There you go.
It's my thing is lagging.
Oh.
I hate when it does that.
Technology these days.
I think they have medicine for that.
Oh man, I hope I don't get like that. All right, we are live, and tonight the Sci-Fi Nerds are going to be discussing the 1999 late Placid film. So before we get into this film, we'll go ahead and get into the introductions. I'm Donald.
I'm Remy.
DJ.
Yeah. That's one way to do it in the middle of introduction.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. Everybody
Check out what came in this week.
Dude.
That's
4K
smooth,
special
man.
edition.
That's smooth. That's smooth.
Nice.
That's awesome. Heck yeah. Yeah, that's smooth. I like that, DJ. I like that. Oh man, did everybody have a good Halloween?
Yeah, it was fun.
Good.
Yeah, I got to see whose live is it. Anyways, that was pretty cool.
Good. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and get into the movie review. Lake Placid is one of my favorite movies. Actually, I actually can watch the movie over and over again. So I definitely had fun going back revisiting this film. So it's always good to get everybody's thoughts, and those who are watching and participating. We would love for you to share your thoughts with us as well.
As long as they're the right one.
Yeah.
Well, then I should see myself out.
Most likely.
All right, Remy, I'll start with you. The first question. No, we go easy in, nothing serious. The first question: what caught your attention in the first 20 minutes of the Lake Placid film?
Well, I'll definitely say the opening kill was like kind of what gets your attention, because the movie already kind of starts off letting you know, oh, by the way, this is rated R. You already have a guy been in a freaking half by a crocodile, and they like show the intestines and everything. You're like, oh, okay.
Bro, that was crazy.
What?
Hear the bones crunching.
Yeah, good sound design on that. Yeah, I remember the first time I watched this, it was a TV edit, so I didn't see like all the details. So watching it, so when I like finally was able to watch it like on DVD without any edits, I was like, oh, they actually showed all of that. Okay. All right. I guess.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was a wild opener.
Yeah, I feel like as a classic kind of like opening to like some of these like monster creature features, I think it's like a pretty good opening where it's very reminiscent of Jaws, where you have somebody alone.
I was thinking that, Remy.
Out in like body of water, and you have this sort of creature circling them, and you get the opening attack. So I feel like it kind of follows that formula.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. It was definitely crazy. DJ, what about you? What caught your attention in the first 20 minutes of the Lake Placid film?
Pretty much same as Remy. I mean, I can't remember my experience the first time I saw it because I saw it around the time that it came out. So that's 25 plus years ago. So
25. What are you talking about?
But watching it again this time, which is the first in a very long time, there was a lot I didn't remember. I remembered mostly the like Betty White stuff.
She was cool.
Yeah, and so watching the opening again and just seeing what happens with the guy and everything like that, and just like I said, like we were saying, hearing the audio sounds coming with the attack and everything, it's just draws you in. So
yeah, definitely draw you in. Kyle, what about you? What caught your attention in the first 20 minutes of this film?
Just like with DJ and Remy's how they say the opening. That's what
Mhm.
same we all like. It's basically more like a rip off of Jaws, but it focuses a lot on the crocodile, which is a really um, great opening. But I see there's a lot of settings and the. I think it was like a really interesting to add like a crocodile as like the main um, center stage of the film, which is a really great way to start with it.
No, I agree. The beginning of the movie definitely let you know what kind of time they was gonna be on when they was doing this movie. So I was already brought in the first 5-10 minutes of this film. So, but like I said, this is um, one of my favorite movies, and I could definitely watch it over and over and over again. Remy, question number 2 for you: how would you describe the tone of this film? Anything stood out to you?
Yeah, for some reason the tone, like, it has this sort of very like, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like tongue in cheek, kind of like tone to it, where it's like the movie kind of knows it's ridiculous and kind of just runs with it. Like, yeah, we're telling the story about a giant 30-foot crocodile attacking
Right,
people.
right.
And so I feel like a lot of the movie has a very strong comedic like aspect to it, which
It does.
watching it you're not really like expecting that because you're expecting for them to kind of like take it seriously. But throughout most of the movie, they're just cracking jokes and being sarcastic like in every other scene, which is a little bit grating, but we'll talk about that later. So,
Okay.
but like I think like again with going back to the first time I watched this, I was not expecting it to have this sort of tone where I was like, oh, they're like being very jokey, and this is like fairly comedic. I was not expecting this at all from like Placid. I thought I was going to get a bit more serious with it, but at the same time, I don't mind that because sometimes these monster movies take themselves way too seriously, and then that just makes them worse. Like I remember, what was that movie? The movie that Nick showed us one time. It was the Black Demon or something like that. It was that one about that.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
I remember watching that and as I was watching, I was like, this movie's freaking awful. I was like, this movie sucks because they took themselves way too seriously. They were like, oh, we're gonna spout this message about the environment and the ocean and like pollution and everything. I'm like, I just wanted to see a shark eat people. What the fuck are you doing giving me all this? Like, put it in a David Attenborough documentary. I don't want to see this in a giant blockbuster about my giant shark. And that's I feel like that's something the Meg did better, even though the Meg, it takes itself seriously at times too. But I thought the Meg like did a better job of like handling a serious tone, but also being like, yeah, we know it's ridiculous. It's a 70-foot shark. So
Yeah.
I do like this aspect of the movie where like it doesn't take itself too seriously. But at the same time, I feel like they could have cut back a bit on like comedy angle to this movie.
Okay, yeah. I thought it was fairly decent balance in the film. I didn't have my fair share of laughs or chuckles or whatever you want to call it, but I did think it was a really, really good balance because there were a lot of moments that really got intense that we're going to get into a little bit later that I can't wait to hear you guys' thoughts on. So I did think the tone. I agree with you too, Remy. Like the tone for this movie was, I think, was a good balance. I know you said that they probably should have cut back a bit, so I don't have an argument there at all. But overall, I thought it was a pretty good balance for this particular film. DJ, what about you? How would you describe the tone in this film?
Well, kind of like the environment that it takes place in. I mean, it's kind of laid back, but a little serious at the same time too. You're dealing with kind of the countryside folk that aren't in a rush or anything to get anywhere. Not like in the city and stuff like that. So you got quote unquote fish out of water with Bridget Fonda coming in from the big city and having to deal with these cowpokes and 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 her situation obviously is not the greatest. You know, she's
Yeah.
fine, basically sent away because the guy she thought was hers was actually dating her friend. You know,
Yeah, that's wild. That was wild.
Talk about a terrible working environment.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so you open up with like this kind of calm situation, and all of a sudden it turns gruesome, bloody, horror, and then you go into this kind of rom-com situation, like, oh, I got to go and do this other thing to get away from all this and stuff. So it's I know there's comedic bits in there and stuff, and you got like Betty White, and you got a couple other characters that are actors that do pretty well for playing both serious and comedic roles. You got Bill Pullman, former Lone Star, but also former president of Independence Day. So, when you have people, actors that kind of can do both well, you have to play up to their strengths. Yeah. And so, you have the situation, like I said, you have kind of laid back, poking at each other kind of thing, and stuff. But at the same time, when it comes down to it, they're like, okay, this is, we got to do this. We got to protect these people and stuff like that. So, I thought it was pretty decently balanced.
Good deal. No, good deal. Good, strong answer from DJ. Kyle, what about you? How would you describe the tone of this film?
The way I kind of view it, even though it may be a monster movie, but it's considered to be like a horror comedy. That's how I kind of like see this movie. Okay. Even though it may be very like serious all the time, but deep down it's very like serious. And what I kind of see, there's like a lot of like similarities. Like they, just like with Jurassic Park with the dinosaurs, they first introduced the tax scene, and then later they were introduced to.
I thought about that too. Yeah.
Yeah, with the paleontology, that's where the Miss Fonda, that she works at the museum, which was a really great introduction. But I kind of at the same time, it feels like it takes a lot so seriously that it's now moving from New York to Black Lake, which is definitely the main focus of the film. And I think it's just really interesting. It just kind of takes that. I think that was definitely inspired from Jaws, but it would later inspire many films like Piranha 3D or Orca, anything else for that matter. I could be wrong, but I think that's how it kind of like would definitely put that for Piranha 3D and many other future crocodile movies.
No, man.
No, there was crocodile movies that came out before this.
Yeah.
One that terrorized the streets of New York. So
yeah, alligator.
Oh yeah,
not crocodile, but close enough.
Yeah, I mean, it pops out of the street. Like
I love alligator. Such a good.
I might be a review in our future, Remy.
What?
I said a review in our future.
Yeah, possibly. It's just funny because like they have like an actual like mini alligator on the street, and they like built like a bunch of miniatures around it to make it look bigger. I'm like, that's great.
No. Like I say, future review incoming. Remy, who was your favorite or favorite characters from this movie?
The crocodile. I honestly did not really like half the characters in this movie. I found him
really
kind of annoying. I was like, oh my god, shut up and stop being so freaking sarcastic.
Wow,
be sincere. God damn it. Like, yeah. Okay, I'll say this. Like, they're not terrible, but like they're, again, the problem with this movie is that like there's just so many like one-liners and jokes, and I'm like, oh my god.
Right.
Have sincerity, man. Like, what are you doing?
So you basically saying that you're straight to business. That's what you was looking for, the straight to business.
Yeah, just like
okay, got it. Okay.
Like I'll say like I don't know. I kind of like what was it, the chief? I kind of like the chief a bit. I kind of
the sheriff.
Yeah, the Sheriff Hank.
Yeah. Oh, Sheriff Hank.
Yeah, Sheriff Hank. I liked him a bit just because he was getting annoyed by Oliver Platt's character, Hector.
Okay.
I also was getting annoyed by him. I was like, oh my god, can you stop fat shaming me, dude? Like you just got here and call me fat. And I'm like, I'm trying.
Hey, you know what? That's the cool thing about these reviews because I get to hear everybody's opinion on the movie. So really, because as I was watching the film, I thought you was gonna at least like most of the characters, but to hear something different is pretty cool. Actually, a pretty cool perspective.
Yeah,
So
I wouldn't say like I
Well, that's
hate
because Remy's an artiste, and this is
Yeah, he's an artist when it comes to characters.
Yes, I'm an artiste. Yes, of course. I watch so many movies that just have so many well-written characters. Like Godzilla movies. How many good characters can I name? Nope.
See,
I can watch.
he's become a film snob.
Yeah, you can college for that. No, wait. But I will say though, Betty White is probably like, I think the other great character in this movie, which Serge wanted us to mention that he also loved Betty White.
Oh, okay.
Which I agree. Betty White is probably like one of the biggest highlights of the movie, aside from the crocodile itself, just because like it's that sort of like surface level thing about an old lady cussing and cursing. Oh, that's funny. But also just because Betty White is a good actress and she does like bring a lot of charm to her character, despite how like little of screen time she gets in the movie.
Cool. Nah, I'm definitely. Wow, man, that's cool. Movie reviews. That's what this for. I mean, I thought for sure. I'll tell you towards the end or so who I thought you was gonna like for sure.
I like Bill. I'll say I like Bill Pullman too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like 3 characters. The rest of them I don't give a shit.
DJ, who was your favorite character or characters in this movie?
Well, one of them is obviously Betty White.
Yeah,
She just didn't care.
yeah.
Like she comes across as this sweet old grandma at first, and then it's like, get the F off my lawn.
Yeah. You're all blank suckers. I knew it, I just don't want to say it.
She was crazy, man. She was a wild dude.
And I killed my husband. What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah. I love too how she's like, I'm rooting for the crocodile. You can arrest me if you want.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can arrest her for saying that.
Yeah. So yeah, she was great. I like Bill Pullman. I think he did a pretty good job. Trying to be somebody that's trying to wrangle all these different egos to, for the greater good. He's dealing with the sheriff that doesn't really want to listen to him because he feels that he has the authority, even though the law states otherwise. And then he's got Bridget Fonda's character that's, snooty scientist that is like, like, lady, like, either come with us and help or stay behind and hide.
Right.
Pick a lane,
Yeah.
And then of course you get Oliver Platt coming in. He's the wild cannon, kind of like Ian McDonald, or Ian Malcolm. Sorry, Malcolm.
Right.
And just and the fact that like through it all, like he pretty much kept a level head and genuinely, at least it seemed like he genuinely tried to listen to everybody's opinions and tried to find like the best solution to make everybody happy and save as many people as possible, kind of thing. And I would agree the sheriff, he's another good actor, been in a lot of things, and so I thought he did pretty good. Oliver Platt's character just was annoying, but that's what he was supposed to be. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I enjoyed Betty White's character. I did love the dynamic between Sheriff Hank and Hector throughout the film. So I had a little bit of fun with that. But Betty White, man, Betty White was also she was also, this is one of my favorite movies that she was in. Actually, so having fun seeing her. Rest in peace to Betty White. But it was always cool seeing her. Kyle, what about you? And the crocodile too, because Remy did mention the crocodile, so definitely enjoyed when the crocodile was on. What was your, huh?
I said yes. What a award-winning performance.
Oh yeah. Hey, he's great, man.
Yeah.
Just did his thing, man.
I really felt the emotion when he bit that when he like killed that
man.
cow.
Dude. You know, we actually about to get to that in just a second. Kyle, who is your favorite character or characters in this movie?
I would have to say I love all of them because I can see the two different groups Croc, and they're basically like they're in a big confrontation. If you see throughout the film, even though it may be funny, but you can see everyone has their own set of goals and like what's the plan? Are we going to save this croc or are we going to kill it? Everyone has their really different agendas, and that's what's very interesting.
Good point, Kyle.
And I also like Bridget Fonda's character as Kelly Scott. She's basically like the female version of Dr. Alan Grant, but not really a paleontologist. But she's like, I feel like she's working her way to become a paleontologist because she probably studies crocs because she gets very little dramatic, but throughout the film you can see that she kind of like keeps herself like go hang out with Coleman's character, which was like a nice touch. I just don't see like a romantic relationship, just a little bit, but normally don't see that happening throughout the movie. But it was a really nice touch that she went with them by the end of the film.
Yeah. I'm glad that you actually mentioned that, Kyle, like touched on that because, like I said, we watched A Quiet Place and it did well without the romantic dynamic, and I think this film did too. It really wasn't needed.
Yeah.
It was really lacking.
I think of it. Yeah.
I was gonna say you didn't feel romantic. Like they were pushing it pretty hard. I was like, not really. They always played that like little sentimental music every single time they were together. I was like, oh my god.
So now if they would have got a little more deeper, then they probably were like, I really don't need this dynamic for the film. I really
like the female cop and Oliver Platt's character.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what the heck is going on? Like in my head, I was like, can I just like go into the tent and dance with you? It's like this just came out of nowhere. I was like, got me blindsided. I had no idea that there was
left field.
Yeah. It was like I was speechless.
Remy, I don't know if you remember your reaction from the first time seeing this, but what was your first initial thoughts when you was figuring out that Betty White was feeding or entertaining the crocodile?
I think I was surprised. I was both surprised, but also like, going like, okay, I like that. That's a good twist.
It's
a pretty good twist. Like I remember, like really actually like liking that aspect of the movie. The fact that this little sweet old lady is actually the carrier.
Put a whole cow to the
giant creature, and I love that. I feel like this is so funny. I feel like that's actually like probably one of the best comedic features to this movie. This is a very sweet, loving grandma, and then you have this scene where she feeds a whole cow to the crocodile. You're like, okay, that's different.
Yeah, that was different.
Yeah, and I love like the connection they had too, where she's like, "Well, my husband was just coming in like from fishing, and it followed us home, and we just decided to start feeding it." And they're like, "You didn't question like where it came from? You didn't decide to tell anybody there was a freaking crocodile in the lake?" They're like, "No, it wasn't bothering anybody." And I'm just like, "Ma'am, for now.
Until he ate her husband.
Exactly. Like, wow. You don't think until he grows up that he's going to be looking for different types of prey.
Yeah, that was great.
I really like that twist where, like you see her like, come and get it, and you're like, oh no, she does. Like she's forcefully feeding her cow.
Bro, that was I was like, wow. DJ, do you remember your first reaction when you figured out that it was Betty White feeding or entertaining the crocodile?
If I had to guess, I'd say I probably thought it was pretty freaking hilarious. Because it's just a good, granted, back then I was kind of watching for all trailers, so there might have been a clue in the trailers. It might have spoiled it for me a little bit, but yeah, just like I said, your first introduction, and Storm, and then it's like next time you see her, you kind of forget about her. Next time you see her, she's walking up the cow, and you're like, okay, and then you see the crocodile, and you're like, wait a minute. Way too calm.
Yeah.
Like it's like a pet just sitting there.
Yeah, I was about to say,
like its mouth is like halfway open. It's just like it's like salivating. I just come on. I mean,
I wish you did that. Actually, like, it was a good twist, but I don't know why it was just so funny. I was like, this lady is slick, man. Like, but it was definitely an interesting clip. But I thought it was
the first clip. Something was not quite right with her. Is, again, the fact when they were first talking to her, she's like, "Yeah, I killed mine."
You said we're going to jail for that too. Oh, when she was talking to the other cop in there. When she said alligator killed. I was like, bro, that's wild. Bro, that's wild. Kyle, do you remember your first initial thoughts when you figured out it was Betty White feeding and entertaining the crocodile?
It was like, oh my god, a really like a great plot twist, because like no one really knows, but actually when the crocodile just like migrated from the Pacific all the way over to Maine, which was like, it feels like it's the sand to give it some food, which is like, I don't know how they were doing it, but it just felt like a little bit weird. Like, how would she feed the croc with cows and just like acting like a normal lady, just being like a sweet old grandma, but hides her true nature, which is, I felt like it was kind of a little bit like something kind of redundant. But
it's actually pretty common for some people to become more attached to their pets than humans, and that they view their pets as humans, and then humans as like
true, because we are.
I mean, like
a threat.
Look at the look at all the stories with the freaking chimpanzees. Like, look at all those like stories about like people like, taking care of chimpanzees, like thinking of like actual people. The only problem is they're not people.
I can't do that one. That wild in my house.
Yeah, but that croc that was I think they were basing off of the saltwater crocodile. Just want to add, because even though it says the Pacific, Asian Pacific crocodile, but it's actually a saltwater crocodile, which is if you're this definitely this is definitely like a massive real animal, but even though it's fake, and Stan Winston's team brought this animal to life, which is pretty fantastic. They really kind of nailed it, how saltwater crocodiles can grow, like from 24 24 to 30 feet, which is a really good
How
scientific.
much, this one was 30 feet in the film,
30
right?
feet.
30 feet.
30, yeah.
Yeah. Longest crocodile I think they caught in the real world, not based on the movie. I think was they called.
That's
He had a
crazy.
name. I think his name was Long. I think he died a couple years ago. But that was the
That
biggest
is
crocodile
crazy.
I think like they ever caught in captivity.
Bro, that's crazy. That is sick, bro.
Yeah.
And then I think the next lizard that can grow like just as big or whatever is like the Komodo dragon.
Yeah, I think
That's my favorite. I love Komodo. I love watching documentaries on Komodo dragons.
Don't get near them.
No.
yeah, don't get near them.
Yeah,
The best
too happy.
relationship I have with them is from here to this TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny actually. They made a Komodo dragon movie in the 90s. Just
Like,
called,
yeah, I know. Now so far so good. The stream is going really well, but yeah, I ain't getting there nothing wild like that.
No.
Uh,
Something I'll have to check for myself.
yeah, I don't mess with nothing like that. How would you describe the crocodile in this film, and what is your most thrilling moment from this film?
I don't know. I felt like the crocodile in this movie just kind of felt like I'll give this movie props. It did make the crocodile just feel like an animal. It didn't really make it feel like it legitimately felt like just like an actual crocodile, like a real world crocodile. Like if you like it wouldn't attack unless it was hungry or unless like it saw you as food, or it wouldn't attack if it already ate food and it moved on. Like kind of like that aspect of the movie where like they didn't over exaggerate its behavior. They kind of like kept it in the realm of reality, which I
One exception was like the deputy in the boat with getting his head.
yeah, that was one except yeah, I will say yeah, I guess you could say that. Or well, they did say that the reason why it came over was because they were playing the audio of like those baby crocodiles. Like in real world, I think the crocodile would have just showed up and just kind of like checked and then swam away. But like for the sake of a movie and for the sake of more of a body count, the guy had to get his head.
Little sci-fi tidbit: the guy, like the deputy that got his head bit off, was one of the aliens from Galaxy Quest.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Wow.
right.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think he was.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I felt like I know he had some like good lines in Galaxy Quest. Yeah.
That was cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, but I kind of like that scene. I liked how they made the crocodile just an animal, and I feel like that kind of like helped give it that kind of sympathetic side at the very end of the movie, where it gets its head like caught in a helicopter, where you're like, yeah, take care of this thing, but you have the option, I guess, don't kill it. Like,
Alex.
like it's just it's just a crocodile. It's just doing its thing. We can't really make it. We can't really make it lethal or anything. So I like that. In terms of like the most tense moment, I would definitely say like it's when the crocodile like finally comes on land and like it's going after all the trucks, and you have like Bridget Fonda get like swatted.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
That was a pretty intense moment, and I love that shot too, where like you have her like trying to swim up to the surface, but her foot gets caught like in that branch.
Yeah, that was really
like,
intense.
Log in the middle, and you have the crocodile show up, and it's like biting, but the log is right in between it, so like its jaws are she's like right in between its jaws, but it can't climb down. That would be terrifying to have like a crocodile that size. Because
the crowd.
Yeah, first, it's just like I think it's just scoping to see if she is stuck, and then once it realizes that she can't get away, that's when it's like, all right, how can
Yeah,
I
that
attack?
was crazy.
I can't eat her. Something's in the way.
Yeah, the brand.
So, yeah, but I like that moment.
Yeah, I think that was one of my most thrilling moments from the movie, and also when Hector was in the water and the crocodile shows up. That was pretty crazy when he was slowly backing up and the crocodile was slowly coming towards him. I thought that was pretty cool. I enjoyed that a lot because I so thought he was a goner when I first seen this film. And throughout the whole movie, I thought he was a goner. And then towards the end, when the second crocodile showed up, that was crazy too. I almost
that caught me off guard.
that
I was like,
cool.
I remember it,
That
'cause
was cool,
you have
bro.
that explosion at the end because I was like, nah, I remember it too.
And Sheriff Hank blew his head off, so that was cool.
And I love that action shot they give with the male crocodile stuck in a helicopter. Like you just see it like
Oh yeah,
you
that
see
was
it's
cool.
right after that explosion, and you're thinking to yourself, it's probably thinking like in its head like, what the hell?
Oh, good point, Alex. I forgot
My
about
girl.
the bear getting attacked by the crocodile.
Yeah, that one caught me off guard the first time I watched it. Like, oh shit! Like, oh, that bear got munched on.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he made quick work of that bear.
Yeah.
DJ, what about you? How would you describe the crocodile in this film, and what was your most thrilling moment from the film?
Well, I got the sense of the classic training that the crocodile went through for this role. I've heard that he did a lot of Shakespeare plays before this.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
making it just like a legit animal, and not some crazy weird predator that like Jason or Michael Myers or something like that. It's just
Right.
a normal creature in its normal or somewhat normal habitat, just doing what it does to live. Eats whatever is moving and drawing its attention and stuff, and is protein filled. And what was the second question again? Sorry.
No, you're right. What was your most thrilling moment from?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, kind of have to agree with Remy. I mean, the most intensive. I mean, it's crazy how often Jane Fonda kept getting knocked into the water and knocked out of everything that she was trying to sit in, even a truck. But yeah, the whole underwater part, like I forgot that she got her foot stuck, so it was like, it's just crazy, and just the size comparison of its jaws when it came around her, like, gave you a true sense of how big that thing actually was, and which is just crazy to thought and it still have plenty of room to roll around. So yeah, those are my thoughts.
Yeah, and that shot of him being stuck in that chopper was crazy. That was crazy.
I thought for sure he was gonna just rip the roof off of it. Like,
yeah, when I first watched it, I thought for sure he was still gonna rip that off and at least get somebody. That's what I thought. Kyle, how would you describe the crocodile in this film, and what is your most thrilling moment from the film?
boy, I would say the crocodile. Oh, Alan. Anyway, the crocodile in this film that's basically trying to survive. What it's just doing, it's doing like what crocodiles normally do. They sneak up by in front of their prey in the water, and then all of a sudden they just take their prey and just eat it or do a death roll, because that's what these creatures do. And just learning that it migrated from the Pacific all the way over to Maine, it must have been like, this is giving me like how saltwater crocodiles do. They sometimes, what they'll do, sometimes they, whatever their territory is being invaded by another crocodile, they sometimes move out to a sea and find another location where they can enter a new territory. And sometimes they'll have to compete against other predators, basically it's attacking humans and animals, basically, in order to.
And that's the thing too. Like, they just hypothesized that it migrated on its own. I mean, there's no telling that. I mean, somebody could have picked it up.
They don't give an explanation like how it showed up. Like they theorize that it migrated, but like there is no explanation in the movie. Like how it actually.
Yeah, but like what caught me off guard was like seeing the female crocodile. That was a thrill that really caught me off guard, because I was like, I have no idea that there would be a second crocodile. I thought there would only be one, but no, there were actually two. So it was really, like,
plus the babies.
That was crazy, because I definitely forgot about that.
Yeah, which brings up another question: if that crocodile got to the lake, how the hell did the other crocodile?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, it seems almost like the two of them were picked up by somebody and dropped off, and maybe they were planning on doing something with them, but they died, before they could. So they just roamed free and did what they wanted.
Probably.
You said want to see a Mega Croc adapted into a movie, so I think that's what he said.
Yeah. To elaborate, he said it was a book by Julian Carver.
Yep.
So I got two more questions for you guys, and then we'll wrap up. I threw this question in for fun, so Remy, I want to see how you will answer this question. If you absolutely had to go visit the Lake Placid we see in the film, who is the one person you're taking with you?
Tough to choose.
Oh god, because they all suck. All of them would be terrible taking care of this freaking thing. I'll go out there and go, hey, I heard you.
It could be anybody.
I would go to Betty White and just ask her, hey, so you have a pet 30-foot long crocodile, right? You think you can bring it out here? I'm not gonna kill it. I'm just gonna trank it, and then we can take care of it from there. It's like, I feel like that's the best way to like take care of this thing, is that like it has some familiarity with her, just because it knows she's the one that gives it food. So I feel like teaming up with her could maybe help you.
Okay. All right. If you had a friend that you could take with you, which friend would you take with you?
Oh god.
Yeah, who would you take? Who do you think could help you with a situation like that?
I don't know if family or friends have any familiarity with taking on a 30-foot crocodile.
So you gonna stick with Betty White?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
I guess, you know what? Screw it. I guess it's my brother.
Okay.
Just I'd love to see what he would do, because he would probably be that type of guy who'd be like, oh, we can take care of this. Remy, we're good. We can do this.
Okay.
I'm like, no, we can't. We can't talk about this. We never do it.
Oh man, I'd be scared to
I
sleep.
was talking about like, oh yeah, I want to go in a shark cage and like swim with the sharks. I'm like, okay, you can do that. I'm not doing that shit. You can do that. Oh, yeah, we can do that. We can see that thing. I'm like, no, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, that. Um, yeah, Betty White is a safe answer for me. DJ, if you absolutely had to go to Lake Placid, visit the Lake Placid we see in the film, who are you taking with you?
So I've got two answers.
Okay.
Here, I'm taking the Predator from the original Predator movie, and let him hit and just be like, let them fight. Yeah, but I mean,
But by the way, my friend overheard us talking about like who would we take care of the crocodile, and he like left this sticky note.
can't see it.
Okay.
It's you can't see, but it says not me.
And then my second answer would be my buddy Tom. He's a pyrotechnician, and I mean he does fireworks for a living, so we would have a lot of fun lighting up that lake.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Alex with me. Alex, you want to go with me? Come on, Alex. I think me and Alex can take it on. I think we can take it on. Yeah, let me know. Let me know what you say, Alex. Don't leave me hanging, man. Kyle, what about you? If you absolutely had to go visit the Lake Placid we see in the film, who are you taking with you?
Man, like any character, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I think I'll have to take Kelly Scott because I would say she's like basically learning her way to become top expert on crocodiles since she's at the museum.
Okay.
Like, but she can sometimes get a little dramatic, and I can like picture myself like, okay, just calm down, just relax, or being dramatic. But she.
Are you gonna whisper sweet nothings in her ear and
Oh.
Yeah, my man.
romance her?
Yeah, I'll have to like whisper.
We're gonna have all the proper equipment, Alex. We're going.
I'll have to like, definitely give her a whispering advice and calm herself before she gets into this crazy situation. So, doing this Ian Malcolm way somewhere.
Y'all gonna get 8. Y'all gonna be fighting an argument.
God, you gotta.
I kept falling for that. That's why.
Oh man. Oh boy.
My God.
Boy.
But
that was awesome.
I will definitely work with her because I think we'll definitely try to understand its behavior and why is it targeting both animals and people. Basically, I can definitely understand it's probably claiming this lake as its territory and leaving its scent around the lake. Like, this is its property, and probably going to do this like Steve Irwin style, just jump into the lake.
That's what I take too.
Avoid the jaws, and just like get behind the back and maybe wrap the ropes around its jaw like a cowboy holding on to its.
Well, I will say,
we're not going to wrap a rope around a 30-foot long crocodile.
I will say another good strategy. Another good strategy to maybe take on this crocodile is we'll go to Remy and Betty White's neck of the woods and feed him as many cows as he possibly can. Because this crocodile we see in the film, I mean, it eats a lot because of its size. So we're going to have to get it full. Because normally when a crocodile eats, it actually goes in a paralyzed state. So once it's full, it won't bother you because it gets lazy.
Right.
So we're just going to have to borrow some cows from you, Remy. And we just got to, Alex going to have to feed it away.
That's fine.
Yeah, so we got to get in a paralyzed state. So that's normally what happens with normal sized crocodile. After they eat, they get very lazy and they get in a paralyzed state.
Yeah.
And so that's when they're actually at their weakest.
Yeah.
So.
And then me and my friend Tom will light it up.
Look at that.
There
you go, DJ.
Or I'll just grab a paddling board and just splash some water onto the. That's a way to get the crocodile out because
Yeah,
No.
you do that on a paddleboard.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna like jump out and let him chase me. And
You're gonna be a bait then.
yeah, I
What
don't
you're
mind
saying.
being bait. So I'll definitely put myself in the line and then chase me, get it away from the legs to not go back in the water again.
How about we don't do that? How about we have you survive
God, I don't
this?
want you to lose your life, brother.
How about we don't do that and we actually come up with Donald's plan and not you try and sacrifice yourself? Let's not do
Yeah,
that.
I feel bad, man. I'm like I lost one of my
Take
brothers.
Nigel for example. Like Nigel Marvin, like he was crazy. He was in like with the Sarcosuchus and
You're
the
not
dinosaur.
Nigel Marvin, Kyle.
Oh my god! But sometimes you gotta take that risk. I'll take.
No,
the
you
risk.
don't. No, you don't. When we already have a good plan already, you don't have to take
You're not down on us, Kyle. You're not.
that. We're not allowing that.
Oh,
So
it's like
this is gonna be I'm glad I asked that question to get everybody's perspective and thoughts on who they would take and what they would do. So I thought, tonight was a pretty cool stream. Remy, last question. Out of 5 stars, how would you rate this film in your honest opinion?
I think I give it a 3.
Okay. All
Give it a
right.
3. 5. It's fine. That was like my impression the first time I watched it too. I was like, this is fine.
Okay, so nothing's really changed. So you kind of got like the same perspective.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
I don't really, like I don't. Again, like I don't hate this movie, but again, like I don't really see myself like watching it time and time again, going like, oh yeah, I can go back and watch this like again. It's like I could probably be like, yeah, I could probably watch this in like 2 or 3 years.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Like, I don't know. I think it's fine. I think the writing, I think, is the biggest problem with it, where it's just so sarcastic and so like overly comedic that like the characters just come off a bit unlikable. And so
Really? That's crazy, Remy.
yeah, you're not really like rooting for anybody. You're just kind of like, man, they're all just throwing jokes and everything, and that kind of like diminishes like the actual kind of like stakes in the movie as well, because you want there to be some sort of like tension, and like there is in spurts, but like again, like you don't really like, feel it too much. But like I do like the crocodile. I think Stan Winston and his team did a really good job of bringing this thing to life. Like the animatronic looks really good. I do like the couple of twists that show up where you have Betty White being the caretaker, and then you have that second
Yeah, that was wild, bro.
at the very end. I thought, yeah, that's all well and good. So yeah, it's just like it's like a standard creature feature, and I guess that's like fine as it is. So,
Okay, no, great. I mean, you gave a great opinion, Remy. So can't knock you for that. If I had to rate it out of 5 stars, I would give it a 4. The elements I enjoyed about the film, Betty White, she was great. I definitely enjoyed her role in this film. I definitely enjoyed the crocodile in this film. I love the fatalities and it wasn't too crazy or too outlandish like you mentioned earlier, Remy. It was normally in the realms of being more realistic, and I think that the crocodile in this film had a good balance being shown throughout the film. And why I give this film a 4 is the ending sequence for me. I thought the ending sequence was really cool because it was some good build-up moments into the end, and so and I enjoyed most of it. Well, the character I enjoyed the most was Hank, Hector, and Betty White. Didn't care for the other characters, but those were the main ones that I enjoyed in this movie. So I'll give it a 4 out of 5. DJ, out of 5 stars, how would you rate this film in your opinion?
I'd give it a 4 as well. I mean, it's not my all-time favorite movie by any long shot, but for me, it's enjoyable. And if I happen to catch it on sometime, or after a couple years, I'll probably check it out again. I enjoyed the character dynamics, and granted, some of them are just really out there. Like almost the entire sheriff's department partying with Oliver Platt within minutes of him arriving. It's like, what?
Yeah, that was crazy. That was wild.
And the hot cop like wanting to go to bed with him immediately. It's like, what the
Yeah,
heck?
that was crazy. That kind of threw me. I was like, really? Especially when she was like going in the water, she grabbed him. She was like, she have sex with him. I was like, really?
Yeah. So
I was like, what?
Yeah,
What?
he has, I guess, he has such an attractive aroma to him. I'm like, I don't see
Yeah.
it.
but that's what makes it a movie. Unexplained things that go on that we just have to accept and shake our heads at. But again, Betty Delight or Betty White is a delight in the movie. Just every scene that she's in is fun. And it is a little surprising that she wasn't arrested at the end. For essentially like
murder, basically.
Yeah.
That was crazy. For the other people that have gotten eaten by the crocodile,
I probably didn't really believe her.
Her too.
Well, I mean, they saw her feeding it, and and she basically came clean. Like, yeah, I let my husband get eaten by it, and so what? I didn't report it. Whatever. Who cares?
That's crazy, man.
And the fact that she told the cop, like, I'm rooting for the croc over, basically saying, I hope everybody else dies.
Yeah. That's wild.
It's like
that's when you grab the nightstick.
Yeah, she told the officer, "Am I gonna get arrested for that?" So that was crazy. Like,
so
the cop would be like, "Yes, you are." I would get straight with her, like, "Yes, you are. You're in the jail for a while, man."
And I think there's 2 sequels to it. So
it is.
Yeah.
And I did enjoy when she was feeding the baby crocodiles at the end. I thought that was a cool little tidbit that threw in.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Bait right there. We also got but like you said, DJ, there are sequels. You got Lake Placid 2, Lake Placid 3, and then you also have like Placid versus Anaconda.
Oh jeez.
I'm like, oh my
God. Like, come on, y'all. Like, come on now. Last but not least, Kyle, out of 5 stars, how would you rate this film?
I would give it like a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
It's a great introduction, pretty paying homage to Jaws, but still, I just kind of find the human characters are pretty much like, not given that much to do, but spoke out dialogue. But Brittany Ford's character is what really, intrigues me, including Betty White. They're all both of these characters are good. I love the crocodile. I think it was really like a really interesting creature, despite of it being like a tragic figure, like we all see mostly throughout monster movies, like first King Kong, then the werewolf, and now a croc and shark. It's like somehow you kind of feel sorry for the creature, and basically it's just trying to live and survive. But at the end, it was like, they saved the male, but the female was killed. But you know what? At least he's moving into a better life. He's moving down to Florida. So it's a great plot twist, and like DJ said, Stan Winston and his team are fantastic. And oh yeah, Remy,
like,
yeah, you're
I wasn't saying anything about
it. Yeah, I probably forgot.
Okay. No, you're good, Kyle. You're good.
I guess you and I look alike, Remy. Just like
I guess so.
Donald and I look alike to you, so.
Somebody get some name tags on each of you guys.
Oh my God, we have our names posted on the screen. Kyle, read the name.
Oh man.
But at work, we do that.
Well, we still been screwing up with the names on the screen.
It's still a good movie. I'll definitely watch it again, but I'll watch its sequel too, and watch other creature features that came before it.
Okay, no, good deal. Well, before we get ready to close, those who did watch us, we always are thankful and grateful. We definitely appreciate the love and the support and the participation. But before we close, I'm going to pass it to my brother DJ so you guys can find out what he has going on his awesome channel. So DJ, the floor is yours, brother.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, tomorrow night, Friday night, 7 p.m. Central, Remy and I will be back. We'll be talking about the latest episode of Kamen Rider Zets, which is number 8, which was 2 weeks ago, because they took a week off when we took a week off, which was very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, they knew we were taking a week off. They're like, "Don't worry, we'll hold off on the episode for you
Yes.
guys." Like, okay, thank you.
And I will say they left it with a big cliffhanger. So
Yeah,
Damn.
episode 7 was fire.
But the main topic will be the second My Hero Academy movie, which I always forget the name. So
Heroes
Heroes Rising, yes. So that would be the main course topic for tomorrow night, and then the week after we'll be starting a new anime series, which is one that Remy's been wanting to watch for a long time. So we're going to watch that and review it. Can't wait to hear his thoughts on it, because I've watched it a couple times now and I love it. But you'll have to join us tomorrow night to find out what we're going to be talking about next week.
No, good deal. With that being said, I'm Donald.
Remy.
I'm DJ.
And Kyle.
And we are the Sci-Fi Nerds, and we dedicate this show to Serge, Nick, and Doris. We love you guys. Peace.
Later.
Bye bye.